All right, this is page 14. We're going to divide, and we still distribute kind of the same way when we divide. So first I'm going to remind you of my quotient rule. If I have x over 5 divided by x over 2, that really is x 5 minus 2. So it's really x to the third. So when we do all these, we're going to divide the big number. We're going to copy all the letters, and then we're going to subtract the little numbers, okay? So there's two ways to do this. In example 1, everything is being divided by 4n. So I'm going to take my 8n squared, and I'm going to divide it by 4n. Then I'm going to put my minus, and then I'm going to say 36n divided by 4n. Okay, so I'm going to put a little 1 here. 8, so I divide the big guys. So I'm going to do 8 divided by 4. I know that's a 2. Copy down the letter, which is an N. And then I'm going to subtract 2 minus 1, which 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, then I'm going to put my minus, because it's right there. And then I'm going to divide again. 36 divided by 4 is 9. Then I copy my letter, and then I'm going to do 1 minus 1. Well, 1 minus 1 is 0. Anything to the 0 power is a 1, so I'm actually just not even going to write it. So that is my answer when I divide that monomial by the binomials. All right, let's do the same thing again. So I've got negative 14x12y5. I'm going to divide it by 7x squared y squared. Then there's a plus sign in this one, so I'm going to write plus 7x squared y squared divided by 7x squared y squared. Okay, so 14, divide the big guys. 14 divided by 7 is negative 2. And I've got x's and y's. 12 minus 2 is a 10. And 5 minus 2 is a 3. Plus 7 divided by 7 is 1. xy. 2 minus 2 is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. So we actually don't even have to write that. So your final answer would be that. All right, on this page, I'd like for you to do number 16 on your own. And then we're going to do 17 through 20 together. So the first thing we're going to do in 17 is do our little divisions. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. X, 2 minus 1 is 1. So I'm just going to leave it like that. 6 divided by 3 is 2. X to the 0, so I don't even write that down. Now I'm going to write this 2x minus 1. And we're going to FOIL. 5 times 2 is 10x squared. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5x. 2 times 2 is positive 4x. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. We got to put our middles together because they're the same. So 10x squared minus 1x minus 2. All right, in this next one, we're going to start out and just deal with this and distribute that. 2 times 7 is 14. R and an S. I've got 3 plus 7. That gives me 10 R's and just 8 S's. There's nothing to add that to. Now I'm going to distribute the 2 to a -5, so that's -10 RS. 3 and 3 is 6 R's. 8 plus 4 is 12 S's. Okay, I've done the green part. Now I'm going to deal with this part. Because I see this minus here, I really know that it's a -1. So that's what I'm going to distribute now. So minus 1, -1 times 2 is -2 R10 S8. -1 times -6 is +6 R6 S12. Now there's some like terms I can combine. These guys have the same last names. 14 minus 2 is 12 R10 S8. -10 plus 6 is -4 R6 S12. Now I still got this guy. I got to divide 4 R2 S4. So we'll divide it here, and then we'll divide it here. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. And now I'll do the green one. -4 divided by 4 is -1. 6 minus 2 is 4. 12 minus 4 is 8. Those are not the same. I cannot put them together. I'm done with that one. All right, we're going to do some distributing in here. I'm going to add some ones to help myself out. So there's no big ones to distribute to do FOIL with, so I'm just going to say M and N, 2, that's like going to there, sorry, 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 plus 2 is 4. All right, they're being added, so it's M and N again. I don't know why this won't right there. It's a plus. M and N. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. So this is really a -1 times 1. So negative MN. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. Last, -1 MN. 1 and 1 is 2 for both of those. I can combine like terms. When I have 1 minus 1, that's a 0. So this is going to go away. So I'm left with M4 and 4 minus M2 and 2. Divide. Now I'm bringing back that from the other one, from the bottom right here. So in this first green division, I've got an M and an N, and I got 3, because 4 minus 1 and 4 minus 2. And then in this yellow one, I've got my M and an N, 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1. All right, last one. We're going to distribute. 4 times 5 is 20. K4. 4 times -3 is -12. K2. 2 times 5 is 10. K3. 2 times -3 is -6K. None of those are exactly the same, so I get to go straight into division. So everyone is going to get a chance to be divided by that 6K. So I'll start with the yellow. 20 divided by 6 is, it's actually a fraction. That's okay, though. It is 10 over 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. Then if I do the green, I'm going to do negative 12 divided by 6 is negative 2. K, 2 minus 1 is 1. The blue is 10 divided by 6, which is another fraction. That gives me 5 over 3. K, 3 minus 1 is squared. And then the purple is negative 6 divided by 6 is negative 1. K1 minus K1 is 0. So this is my answer. Thank you.